Hey, Druid, what's up?
Good afternoon, my friends. I'm tell you what, I'm happy to be back, and now we got this thing rolling. So we're just going to keep it rolling. We appreciate everybody so far that's been out there and watched our videos or subscribed. Make sure you subscribe. Make
Yeah.
sure you like and subscribe. We're not getting paid for this. We're doing this for you because we love the music. That's the whole reason we're there.
This is the 80s thing. I picked one track. It's a former couple that actually stayed together to
Yeah.
continue to make music. I know
I'm
we
going to hit
normally.
you with a little trivia here. See if you know the answer to this.
Okay.
They were in a band, the two of them together, that while they were together, while they were dating, they were in another band. Do you know what that was called? Together.
I think the band fell apart. I think it was called The Tourist.
You are correct. And when the relationship broke up, the band broke up.
Yeah.
And then, like you were saying, then they decided to continue on.
Very danceable, very listenable. But you have a track. We're going to start with one of your tracks.
Well, that was a
Um,
little tease, so they can't have it yet. They can't have it. You teased them and then you took it away. I love
yeah.
it. That keeps them around. Yeah, the first song that I went through today. This is one of my favorite bands. This is one guy that I've gone to see probably 10 times over the years. And he keeps touring. I think he's on year 40 something that he's out touring. And he loves to tour. And to me, over the last decade or so, he's even become way more, I don't know, at ease being out there performing. And he's so great with the fans. He'll talk to you and hang out with you and stuff like that. And the name of the artist is Howard Jones. And he's currently on tour, or going to be on tour this summer, and all over the United States, and I think maybe in the UK as well. But I just wanted to start at the beginning. And the beginning was a song called New Song. Little background on Howard Jones. He did go to music university, classical music university, but quickly dropped out because it just wasn't really what he wanted to do. He decided early on that I'm going to do whatever it takes to have the opportunity to do my music. So he would sell fruit out of the back of the truck. He also took the first job once he dropped out of college that he could find, and it was at a saran wrap factory because he said it was just the first job that he got. He took it, and he just would play gigs on the weekends. And during this time, he met Jan. And Jan, he's married to Jan. They're still married today. She goes on tour with him. And so they were doing this together, doing whatever they could to get his music out there. And oddly enough, the weird part of this story was early on in their relationship, right after he was out playing the gigs on the weekends, Jan got hit by a car. She got run over. And fortunately, as we know, they're still married. She's okay. But the insurance settlement money was what allowed Howard to buy his first big batch of gear to really get to where he could put out his first album.
All right.
Um,
That sounds
and
like
that,
let's.
yeah,
I think we'll start a little bit of the song and we'll stop as we go along.
that sounds great. That sounds great.
Okay.
This is in the factory. This is supposedly his first job.
I've been waiting for so long to come out and sing this song. Oh, don't be fooled by what you see. Don't be fooled by what you hear. This is the song
Oh,
for all
hand
of my
claps.
friends.
Forgot to bring
Yeah.
that up. Tons of hand claps.
I love the.
It's through their heart.
I love the fact he's in a factory after knowing that
Only we
story.
can see the tears. Say goodbye to our standing fear. Don't crack up.
Yeah, he's got that perennial voice.
Celebrate. See both sides. Throw a
Early on, Johnny had this friend of his, the mime, that would actually flow with him that's in the video. And supposedly the mime is supposed to represent the mental chains. Like you'll see he's got the chains on him, and he later on he's going to throw off the mental chains.
I don't wanna be hip and cool. I don't wanna play by the rules. Not under the thumb of the cynical few. All laid to die by the too cruel. Don't crack up, bend your brain. See both sides. Throw off your
I'm noticing a lot of static camera movement here. I mean, static camera, not a
Yeah.
lot of movement. It definitely screams a little early 80s.
mental chains.
Great. Great.
There you go. YouTube. That's some skill.
Don't crack up, bend your brain. See both sides. Throw off your mental chains.
The ooze really
I've been
works.
waiting for so long to come in now and sing this song. Oh, don't be fooled by what you see. Don't be fooled by what you hear. This is the song to all of our friends. They take the challenge to their heart. Challenging we can see that tears.
Dancing in school like any normal day.
Think about our standing fears. Don't crack up, bend your
Anarchy.
brain. See both
You notice how they all have on uniforms. He's in a sweater.
sides. Throw off your mental chains.
Very tight pepper.
It's doing a little breakfast club.
Yeah. So something else I want to say about Howard real quick is like he is the eternal optimist, and so if you notice his songs, and I would say most of his songs, they lift you up, like they're peppy and they're not about. And I think one of his main things was, as we're going to see with some of the other songs we do, coming up, there was a very dark mood coming in, and it was very popular. A lot of the dark mood was, and he was like, no, I'm the opposite. I'm going to do bright colors. We're going to do happy, peppy, good messages, and that's what it's going to all be about. And it's worked for him for about over 40 years.
Well, you and I, we saw Howard Jones when you came
Yes.
to LA to visit, right?
Yes, we did at Woodland Park.
I'm
Oh,
glad
and
you
remember the dog? I think dog with sunglasses. What was his name? Remember that guy wanted us to? I forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
was.
great.
See, he was still sounding great then and willing to play anywhere. Just he wanted an audience, and now he's sold out the O2 pretty much every time he plays over in England. So but he'll just come over and play.
We'll introduce my song just before, so I'll swing it over.
Yeah.
Let's introduce this next one. This was the two people, Lennox, Dave Stewart, and they were a couple. They were in a band called The Tours. The relationship broke up. The band The Tours broke up. Those two got back together to form another band, which eventually became the Eurythmics. And this song is a song that really probably more describes their relationship and their situation than anything else. It's called Love is a Stranger. And I'm just going to put it out there right now. Most people think this song is about S&M, but it really isn't.
No,
He
no, it's
addresses that in an interview, but I'll just tell you a little bit about what she said. Let's get in and start it a little bit. I love the video.
Love is a stranger in an open
Well, it's very unique. Very
tempt
unique.
you in and drive you far away.
That Dave Stewart guitar, great.
And I want you, and I want you, and I want you so it's an obsession.
This part coming up is very. This part coming up, as I was reading about, what she also felt was, this song is about when she felt like a lot of times people fall in love with the idea of a person and not the actual person. And so this was actually the first song that was released off the album, and it did not do well. It only made to like 64. But I think she wanted to put out in the beginning this whole idea of her, like she's about to rip the wig off, right? And show what she really looks like. And that was going to be, I think that's how she wanted to start off everything, but it didn't go too well. And then the other song that everybody knows, Sweet Dreams, came out and like made it to #1. And then they re-released this and it made it to #6. So,
Oh wow,
yeah.
that's a lot of good tidbits I didn't know.
And I want you, and I want you so it's an obsession.
There we go. The wig was good.
Love is a danger of a different kind. Take you
Great
away
line.
and leave you far behind. And love is a dangerous drug. You have to receive it and you still can't get enough of the stuff.
There's a lot more camera movement in this one.
Savage and it's cruel and it shines like destruction. Comes in like the flood and it seems like religion. It's noble and it's brutal, it distorts and deranges, and it wrenches you up and you're left like a zombie. And I want you,
This video
and I
is
want you, and I want you so it's an obsession. It's cute and it's glamorous and sleek by design. You know it's jealous by nature, false and unkind. It's hard and restrained and it's totally cool. It touches and it teases as you stumble in the deep.
You know, she has such a great voice. It's very powerful. It's very clean. Makes it so easy to listen to.
So feminine. It's so like beautiful.
And I want you, and I want you so it's an obsession. And I want you, and I want you, and I want you so it's an obsession.
I love that they're treating the camera. They're very aware, very
And I
stylish.
want you, and I want you so it's an obsession.
Yeah, it's a great video.
To show you how, like, I guess at the time, like, new wave was just getting started, especially in the United States. It was like, it was over there and then it came over here. There was also an urban legend about this whole idea that, like, when this came out, the executives at MTV requested her birth certificate because they wanted to know, like, they didn't know, are you a male or a female? You know what I mean? It's like, because after the David Bowie, there's a lot of similarities, in the looks. And they just, it's urban legend, don't know if it's true or not, but they said that, before they wanted to put the video in strong rotation, they just wanted to know, like they were like blown away by that, because like you said, the mixed messages, wearing the suit, hair slicked back, is like, well, I don't want to make any assumptions here and there, so yeah, I thought that was pretty cool as well.
Yeah, just that look right there, that freeze frame reminds me of The Matrix.
Oh, absolutely.
She looks like the agent in the Matrix. Yeah. All right. All really fabulous stuff. Uh, two great videos for this day. Two good reflections to look back on. Encourage everyone to look these songs up, dance to them, play them, check out the videos.
You always go see
Want
the
to recap
original.
yours?
Always go see the original content. And like I said before, we're getting started. We're going to do our best to keep going. Get out there and like and subscribe our stuff. Please help us out. Let us know in the comments if there's anything you want to see. We'd be more than happy to take a look at it. We're very open minded. We just love music in general.
Absolutely. So tell us what your favorite songs are from the 80s, new wave, anything that comes to mind, something that brings, when you hear a song, do you reflect back to where you were when you heard that song? Does it bring up a specific memory? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for checking us out. Thanks for the thumbs up and the subscribe. Thanks for the notification bell setting that. And we'll talk to you next time.
Good. I like
Hey.
that. That's good. That's a good ending. I mean, I like that.
Good, good, good. All right, I'm gonna keep that. No need to really stop. We'll just keep rolling
Gotcha.
for us. Let me see. Next song. Let's see. Let's change. No, I don't want to do that. Um, Share media. Okay, what's the next one? You want Clark Kent?
That's fine. And I've got a decent amount to say about that because there's a lot of very interesting things about this. But yeah, we can do Clark Kent next. The song's really short. It's only like a minute 40.
All right.
Same thing. What we'll do is I'll give kind of an intro to it because it is tied into the police. And then at the end, I'll do like kind of a summary of everything as well.
Okay. We'll count it in. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for showing up for another great episode of GenXS, where we talk about some of our favorite tracks from the 80s, give a little background on them, give a little history on them. I'm more on a dance tip these days. True, you're going to
I'm
tell
on
us.
the obscure. I'm on the obscure. When I just love the fact that you can go out there in today's world and you can find things that you're like, oh my gosh, I love this artist. I had no idea. I had no idea this thing existed. So that's kind of what we're going to go with today on this first song. Literally, I had heard about it decades ago, but never really knew very much about it and just knew it in passing. But the name of the band or fake band is called Clark Kent, like Superman's alter ego. But it's with a K and with a K. The name of the song is Don't Care. And what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a little setup for the video and then we'll talk about the artist in a little bit. When you watch this video, you're probably not going to have any idea what you're looking at. If you are a fan of the Police, you may recognize the lead singer, but it's not the lead singer. Okay? So you may recognize the lead singer. And so basically what had happened was there were two bands kind of getting started at the same time. One didn't have a name, and it was basically Stuart Copeland from the Police, the drummer. He was the one that formed the Police. He's the one that had been in bands, and he went out and got Sting to join him for the Police. And the Police originally had a different guitar player, but then after a little bit of time, they came in and added Andy Summers, as we know of now. However, before that, Stewart had written a lot of songs because the Police was his band. And if you know the Police, you know there's always been a little bit of brotherly love between Sting and Stewart, and where they even came to fisticuffs sometimes because they're both geniuses and they both wanted control. So when the band started, Sting kind of took over the songwriting, but Stewart had all these songs that he liked. but he was more from a punk background, and you know it in his drumming that the way it sounds and things like that. So the band Clark Kent, Stewart went secretly on his own and by himself recorded all the Clark Kent songs, like a whole album's worth of songs in a studio. He played every instrument, he did the singing, everything else. Well, he got finished before the first Police record was done, and he put out this song, this first song. And it actually, the interesting thing about it, even though both bands were going on, his song hit the charts before the Police's first song. And so he was in a little bit of a conundrum here. It's like he made it on, and so they, Tops of the Pops, contacted him and said, hey, we want you to come on and play. So as far as the video is concerned, you're going to see everybody else is in a mask. See if you can figure out who these other people are on the stage. Just by the way.
There isn't anything that could bring me down. You know I'm something it ain't easy to be. There isn't anyone who I'd rather be. Don't care if you really wanna hang around. Don't care cause I am the neatest thing in town. Don't care if you even wanna put me down. Don't care cause I am the neatest thing in town. The girls are always trying to settle me down. They never guess I'm only fooling around. My only worry is my humility.
Yeah, I see the mask.
It dampens all my heavy artillery. Don't care cause I am the neatest thing in town. Don't care if you even wanna put me down.
Some speed drumming.
Don't care if you even wanna hang around. Don't care cause I am the neatest thing in town.
All right.
Don't care. No, no. Don't care.
I like it.
No, no.
All right, pause it for just a sec.
No, no. Don't.
Because we have a view of everybody. Who plays bass? Well,
I'm
Sting
going to
plays
say
bass.
it's Sting.
Right. So, see the gorilla?
Yeah.
That's Sting. And the guitar player, one of the guitar players, well, that's Andy. And they have their tour manager.
You know I'm fooling with my fake ID. So you don't need to check my history. You know I'm something it ain't easy to be. There isn't anyone who I'd rather be. Don't care cause I am the neatest thing in town. Don't care if you even wanna put me down. Don't care if you really wanna hang around. Don't care cause I am the neatest thing in town. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing this mask. Sure am. Well, because underneath the mask, the true identity is revealed.
Yeah, they wanted Stewart to wear a mask too. But then they said they couldn't see his mouth move under the mask.
Wow, that was a short song. That was great. That was very cool.
Yeah, so anyway, a little something there. And like I said, so as time went by, the Police album went crazy. And then Clark Kent went silent. But he contends almost even to 10 years later that, no, that's not us. That's not me. It was some dance instructor from some other country. Like he always said this in interviews and stuff like that, but everybody figured it out. And then he had to make the decision. And of course, he stayed with the Police and let Clark Kent go, and the rest is history.
Wow.
Very cool, punky song, though. I mean, it's a good song, right? It's punky.
Yeah.
It's very, yeah.
Oh, it was very punk. You can certainly feel the punk roots in that one. So yeah, that I love. Very, very good.
All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break now. I need to take care of some business real quick. Not that kind of business. But anyway, we'll be back real soon.
All right.
All right, so what's going on? I got to figure out, for some reason, my laptop's not charging. It keeps telling me my battery's almost done. So let me make sure I'm plugged.
All right, Drew, what's happening, man? We're here
What-
to cover a couple
What's
of
up
new
with you?
tracks.
So you got something good coming up, I think. I think you
I
got something
do.
good.
I do. Today I'm going to focus on it's a band. They call themselves a band. It's really a duo, and they only released one album, and one of the members went on to become part of another incredible duo whose music I love from the 80s, New Wave Dance. And before he actually started this group, he was part of another band that became really famous, much more famous after he left, but he did write majority of the songs of their early stuff. So if people haven't already guessed, it's Vince Clarke, and the person I'm covering or the band I'm covering will be Yaz or Yazoo, as known in England. So that's going to be my track, and you have your own special track today. What is that?
Oh, well, my track a little bit later is going to be one of my all-time favorite bands, from The Fix.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Well, let's just jump right into it. I'm going to start with this one, and I think we're all going to know and love it. So let's hear a little.
If you go to the club, you know it.
That intro. That does it for everyone. Yeah. Vince Clarke. They're really close for people that weren't very close.
Right.
Very playful. I like that. Oh boy, it's incredible.
Still powerful today. They
put a lot into this video. I love this bit.
Wow, he's not even playing.
You can't help but dance to this when you hear it.
Oh, I have. That's the point, right? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, this is great. Obviously, two people very aware of the camera. There's Frankenstein, there's Dracula, there's everything. Yeah, you just can't help but love that synthesizer, man.
Oh, I know. I know.
Vince Clarke is just so genius. Great camera work, everything.
A little
So-
add to that right now too is like currently if you still go out to shows and go see people on tour, Alison Moyet is currently out with the Human League and Soft Cell on tour around the United States over the next couple months. I think in UK after that. So and she still sounds great, as all those bands still sound great. So if that's something that you like to do, just check them out, look them up online, and see where they're going to be.
She sounds great, and she looks completely different. I think most people, if you've ever heard of Yaz and you've been following them to any degree, for whatever reason, Alison Moyet went out and she lost a lot of weight for some reason, and she looks great. She looks stunning, and she performs. She's in love with the color black, as you can tell. She's in all black, even in her new stuff. So there's a lot of stuff out there on YouTube and everywhere, but she'd be great to see. So, I think we covered pretty much everything about the group and the band. I just find it incredible that Vince Clarke was on three very big popular groups in the early 80s. Obviously, Depeche Mode, Yaz, and then went on to be with Erasure, and just was a hit with all of them. So
Finding his way, just figuring out, what he wants to do. And he got there, right? He got there.
yeah.
I always wondered if they still, I'm sure he's still pulling royalties from all the old stuff, I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, I would think so. I would think so. So sadly, they never made another album together, and I think it was anticipated. Everyone was looking forward to seeing another one since this first one, Upstairs at Eric's, first and only.
Actually, I think
Incredible.
there might be a second one, but I don't know if he was already on the way out the door. That's something I guess we need to look up because I think I did read that was a second album, but I don't know if the second album is what caused the breakup and like it just didn't flow like the first one or what was going on. But I think something is out there, and I just don't know. I never had heard about anything but Upstairs at Eric's. I hadn't really heard of anything but that.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else out there. I mean, Allison went out and recorded some things on her own, and she made music on her own. But from what I've been reading, those two got together, and he liked her sound, she liked his sound. They never really got to know each other. They just created music really quickly, and they turns out they were really very different people,
Yeah.
and they weren't very communicative amongst each other.
Oh, okay.
So it just sort of fell apart. There was no big, massive fight. I just think it fell apart according to everything I saw and read, and they just weren't able to pull it back together, unfortunately. So,
Well, you know what they say about like couples or things like that. Only takes one to leave. So if one of them wasn't exactly where they wanted to be, then that's the end of the situation. The situation, get it? Situation.
this
Another one of their
situation-
songs, yeah.
Well, fantastic. What are we looking into for you?
Okay, like I said earlier, one of my all-time favorite bands, and it's kind of opposite of Howard Jones, like we talked about earlier, and is The Fix. And I liked the fact that ever since their first album, which was Shuttered Room, way back in the day, they are very much a band that speaks about what's going on in the world and humanity and the human processes of the thought processes of humanity and maybe talking about things that people should look at inwardly or just in society in general. And so the song that we're going to do today is probably one of my favorite songs. I do notice when I go see them, it seems like this song is one of the songs that gets the biggest cheer. Is called Saved by Zero off of their second release called Reach the Beach. It was the first single that came off of that album. And so we'll get started with it, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it as we go on. The one thing I do before we start real quick, this first scene is an homage to the movie Citizen Kane. I think in Citizen Kane, the camera comes across, pans across, and looks in a skylight, and that's how they started this video as well.
That's very cool. Very cool. Here we go. Yeah, I can see it. Very cool. Oh, nice.
A lot of surreal images in this. I thought you'd like this. All right. Nice. Oh. Yeah.
Oh. Wow, a lot of layers. We went through a lot of paint and wine in this one.
All right, a few things about this, which I found really interesting. When you hear somebody say "saved by zero," it just sounds like kind of their opposites. Because in the world, usually when you have zero, you don't have anything. But the whole point of this, based on, I think, a Buddhist philosophy, is this thing called shunyata. And basically, what that word means is you personally getting to a place where you have nothing left to lose, and that is a place of true freedom. And so if if you have nothing that somebody can come take from you, or you have nothing more to lose, then if you can get your head there in the right place. And that's what the lead singer, Cy Kernan, was talking about this song entails. It talks about getting to that place to where it's not about worldly possessions. It's not about having a bigger house, a better car, or anything like that. It's about the only way you're in control of your mind, and whatever you want to get to in your mind is where you can get to that position. And I thought that was a pretty cool concept. Just one of the things they do, but you saw in the video a lot of artistic elements to this video.
Yeah.
I mean, it matters to them. They're not just dialing it in.
Very true. But there you have it. I think that's our 2 videos for today.
And as always, make sure you please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Hit the like and the subscribe button. We want to come back. Please let us know in the comments anything that you know that we missed, or any songs that you would like us to go over from the 80s. We are very interested in that and would love to hear from you.
Yes, leave your comments down in the comment section. Tell us what you think about the show, and add to the conversation. Add something that we don't know about. So, love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for checking us out again, and we'll see you on the next round.
See you later.
I'm gonna count us in.
Alrighty.
3, 2. Welcome back to another one. This is 2 Gen Xers discussing their favorite tracks from the 80s period.
We hope they're
Very
yours
heavily in a new
too.
wave.
We hope they're yours too.
Yes, absolutely. We have a special one to focus in on. So this band is Susie and the Banshees. And this track, as you were telling me, you'll have to tell the audience everything you know about this track. This track is a very special track and sort of put them on the map, mostly because of that great guitar sound. What do you know about it, Drew?
Yeah, the song, the song is Spellbound, and came off the album Juju, Juju, in 1981. This song came in the charts and just climbed, made it all the way up to number 22 in the UK charts on I think it came out on May 22nd of 1981 and climbed the charts. But what you're talking about as far as the guitar player, his name is John McGeck, and this song, I think there's some techniques in here that were new. I mean, or he like created, or he at least got out into the mainstream on how the guitar was played, and future guitar players that are very famous today, one is The Edge of U2, like credits John McGeck with some of his stylings and the way he plays on some of his songs and things like that. So that's a pretty cool. It got an award from Mojo Magazine, Guitar Magazine. Said he's one of the top 100 guitar players of all time, and a lot of it had to do with some of the stylings in this song.
Well, let's hear it. Yeah.
From the cradle bars comes a beckoning voice, a send spinning. You have no choice.
Great video too. Yeah, that beat.
You hear laughter cracking through the walls, you send spinning. You have no choice. You hear laughter cracking through the walls, you send spinning. You have no choice. Following the footsteps of a red dawn, onto your entranced, spellbound. Following the
They use the music video medium really well.
Yeah, how many 80s videos were there running through the forest, right? There's like hundreds. Yeah, it's awesome.
Little compositing. Of course, Susie has her own incredible look.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, you could say maybe she started goth, or did she?
Yeah, that's
She made it more acceptable, yeah.
definitely added personality. Easy song to dance to. Great song. Here's the guitar. Fantastic.
Always a fan of the dramatic ending.
Yes. And of course, she performed at Numbers along with a lot of other great bands back in the day. Numbers in Houston, Texas.
I tell you what, man, it's someday we'll just have to do a show about songs from people that have played Numbers, because like the fact that people even like The Cure have played there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, these that are now selling out like 100,000 seat places all over the world, and it's like they played in this little club. There's so many bands that did that.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Well, that's all I have for today's episode. Very happy to share this one with everyone. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down at the bottom. Tell us what tracks you like, what songs turn you on in the 80s or from the 80s. Let us know if there's a particular track that brings up a certain memory, and we'll play those tracks. We'll look
Yeah,
into it.
absolutely. And like I said, let us communicate with us. Talk to us. We would love to talk to you. Just put the comments in the thing, and I bet you there's a good chance we'll respond to you.
Yes.
Especially, we would love to. And if we get something wrong, let us know. Like, let us know. We do our best. We just do our best. We're here just to have some fun and listen to some great music, and hope to see you next time.
All right. Thanks.